This is going to be an unexpected part two to the Are Women Allowed to Be Sexist video. Um, I wasn't expecting to do a part two. That's why I said, of course, it's unexpected. But something I saw in the comment sections of a video I did about Simone Sanders prompted me to do this one because there was one particular topic in that I left out unbeknownst to myself because I didn't think I would have to put it in there until now, even after I did the edit and did the other additional two before cutting the video off. And that is the topic of body shaming. Now, body shaming, you're probably like, where am I going with this? That's a terminology that a lot of women in particular, I think that was a term that was phrased by women anyway, that basically says that you shouldn't judge a woman based on her physical appearance, especially if she's not like a model type or shaped nicely, curvy, however you want to put it. If she's basically a woman who was slightly overweight or held even morbidly obese, and that you shouldn't make fun of her physical appearance like that, especially if you are a male. Now, they can sit there and judge you as a guy from head to toe and everywhere in between. And I do mean everywhere in between all day long, and you're supposed to just take it. But when you do it to them, then it's body shaming. So, of course, in the video, I talked about Simone Sanders and I compared her to a bison, which I will unapologetically stand by. And because of her antics in which she tackled that person at Joe Biden's little rally, what was it, a couple months ago, and because of her size, she is big for her size. For a woman, she is big for her size. Let's just admit it. And some of my subscribers got rubbed the wrong way, and I'm going to address those comments today. Now, I'm going to allow them to remain anonymous, so I blurred out their names. So we're going to focus on the comments that was said. This one says, you can criticize her actions, but criticizing her looks, our people should not do. Because I love my people, I will unsubscribe from this channel. I don't know why people always announce they're going to unsubscribe. Just do it and get it over with. And then I replied with, I'm equal opportunity. I cover it all, looks included. It lets me know the person that's probably behind this screen name is probably not, I guess you could say, not the model type, not the slim in shape type, because that's the only ones that get triggered. Mind you, everybody for the most part in the comment section was clowning her, other women included. So they can't say that it was just the men that were going in on her. But not to be outdone, this same person came back and replied, how sad, only the black man criticizes his own women in public. No other race does that, no other race but us. Now, I replied with, but I thought you unsubscribed. Now, this person wrote this after they said they were going to unsubscribe from me. They were basically responding to what I posted in the previous post. But let me tell you something I'm getting tired of. It's mostly from black women. When they say only the black man criticizes his own woman in public, that could not be more further from the truth if you tried. Because there are plenty of other men of other races, especially palm-colored men, who will air out palm-colored women in the media all day long. They do it in politics all the time. They did it with Hillary Clinton. They do it with Nancy Pelosi. I think they probably even did it with Melania Trump and a host of other Caucasian women by their own men. In 45, he will air out anybody, any woman. He doesn't care. But most of them just happen to be Caucasian. So for her to come and say that, that's being very disingenuous, but it's the easy route to take in order to get black men to not critique black women. I'm sorry, but that little Jedi mind trick does not only not work on me, but it doesn't work on a lot of black men. Maybe at one point it did, but not anymore. It's 2020. Everybody's getting criticized. I get judged. You will be judged. Let me continue. Oh, before I go any further, I said the same could be said about the women in this community, i.e. Okra and Lonnie Love. And the worst part about these two is they both have national and international platforms in which they have openly bashed black men, and people like this person who left that comment didn't have any words for them. Now here's another one from another person who was replying to the person who said they unsubscribed from me. Don't worry, I went even further and blocked her. So she doesn't have to worry about unsubscribing from me. The block button already did that. They said, I agree. Talk about her politics, etc., which I did in the video, but never personally attack her. And this comment section is full, I mean full, of black woman bashing. Shameful. We got to do better by each other. We sitting at home. It says read more, but I didn't click the rest of it before I screenshotted it. But it was like a line left in there. It really wasn't important. To which I replied with, oh, like those bedouin channels telling black women to abort black male babies. Don't think we don't see that. At least we're not wishing death on this woman, unlike some of you who rue the day a black male born. And for the record, we are only talking about her, so you can miss me with that BW bashing BS. See, the thing is this. They feel if you critique one black woman, it's a critique on all of them. That could not be further from the truth, because there were other black women in the comment section who were going in on her too. It wasn't just black men. Now, I realize that they will not go after other black women when they go in on another black woman as well. There's people like this that would want more black women to be on her side with this, but they know they're fighting an uphill battle and they're losing. They're alone in this. And I hate when they think that like I said, when I'm going and talking about one person, it's a representative of all. And it's not. You would want it to be that way, but I would hope that you don't want it to be that way. Now, there are people in society who feel that you, like people like Simone Sanders, is a representative of many of you. That's just the umbrella that black people in general are under. It happens to black men every day. Welcome to our world. But I'm going to pause this right here and I'm going to show you one more image. And there's going to be a reason why I saved this one for last. Now, this person right here, I could not wait to block them because they've been leaving problematic comments in my comment section on YouTube, depending on what type of video it is, for a while now, especially if it pertains to me critiquing a black woman when she's done wrong. And I'll get into a prime example of that. So they said, wow, talking about her looks instead of what she did. She must have didn't watch the video because I went through the entire thread in what she did, or what she said and what she did, and how she was a hypocrite. If she's ugly, it's because a black man created her. This is the dig. So she's ugly just like the black man. So now, because I've criticized her looks and everything like that, now it's because a black man created her, which is why she's ugly. Now, this is where this person shot themselves in the foot 2 times. Nowhere in that video did I call Simone Sanders ugly. I did compare her to a bison, but I didn't come out of my mouth and say she was ugly. But this person said that she was ugly. And number 2, it takes 2 to tango. She has a father and a mother. Now, what if we was to pull up a picture of Simone Sanders' mother and she looked more like her mother and not her dad, her father? You would look like a fool. Well, she probably does look like a fool behind that avatar. And she definitely is one just on this post alone. And thought they were getting somewhere with that. I knew they were being petty when they made this comment, because when they said if she ugly is because a black man created her. So basically what they're telling you is black men, the ones that are listening out here, that only you create ugly kids. So basically every black man that's out here creates ugly children. So by that logic, and this person is a black woman behind this comment, wouldn't that mean that your dad, who happens to be black, created you, wouldn't that mean that you're ugly as well? This person did not think this comment through at all. At all. But see, they think black men are dumb. They think we're stupid. They get all this praise and say how many degrees they have, but they fail to realize that they are sitting in a pool of debt, of negative whatever. It's past being $5 as far as net worth goes for black women. It's in the negatives now. I did a story about it from Black Enterprise. I did it last year. Y'all can go and look that up. But you want to know what all three of these comments, well, the 3 pages of comments that I just read, you want to know what they all have in common? All 3 of these women came to the defense of a known mammy. This is why we call it the sisterhood of failure. These individuals came to bat for a woman who is failed in her femininity and in various other places. Sure, she may have some accolades, but in her recent antics, no. This is the same woman, Simone Sanders. This is the same woman that when Uncle Luke, Luther Campbell, came out, what was it, last year, and tried to give his opinion about a politician. I forgot which politician it was. And it was a very good opinion. Like, it was a very good one. Here she comes, stomping her hooves, talking about, in so many words, how stupid black men like him are. Or that black men like that can't have an opinion about certain topics. That was the day that I knew Simone Sanders was a traitor. That was the day that I knew Simone Sanders was not to be trusted. Like I said, I don't care how loud she is. I don't care how educated, quote unquote, she is, or how many degrees she has, or how much she makes. That doesn't mean anything. The fact is, the woman lacks character intact. And anyone who would defend her, I don't trust them any further than I can throw them. So to the 3 right here, all of you have been blocked and banned from my channel. Consider this a warning. Don't come onto my channel defending that kind of behavior, because it's not going to fly. Pigs don't fly, and neither does this bullshit. And one last thing before I completely end this video, I forgot to mention the reason, well, this person in particular, as to what doesn't surprise me about this comment from this person. If y'all remember, I did a Stragtail DNU, Dumb Negroes United mashup video last week, where it involved this black woman and this black man that took part in collaborating and killing her son. And in the video, I critiqued how she looked really rough in that picture of hers. This was the same person who basically did the same exact thing in this comment that she did in the previous one, except she didn't talk about black dads creating her to be ugly and all types of stuff like that, and it being the dad's fault as to why she's ugly. Now, mind you, she defended, because I talked about her looks, she came out and only critiqued the part where I talked about her looks, which was only not even 10 seconds in the video, when the topic was her murdering or taking part in the murder of her son. Let that sink in right quick. She was more concerned about me critiquing how this black woman looked than the fact that she is going to jail for killing her son.